Hi there again, everybody. Welcome back to episode 5 of Auction Finds, where we look at fascinating items that come into our auction room. Today we're looking at this fantastic 2009 Kew Gardens 50p. Extremely sought after piece, and right at the end of this video we'll be looking at what we think it's worth. So stick around till then and hopefully we'll be able to find out what the value is and also a little bit of history about these fantastic coins. So here it is. This is the 2009 Kew Gardens 50p coin. This is the one that everybody seems to want for their collection. The reason being, well, up until recently, it was the lowest minted 50p coin with a picture on. Only 210,000 of these that went into general circulation. So when you look at this one here, you can see that this one has been circulated. It has been in people's pockets and it was used, which of course what it was meant to be. The thing is, the craze for collecting 50p's has gone up and up and up, with lots more people on YouTube and TikTok and that being collectors. That what happens is that everyone gets a bit crazy about it. Everyone starts collecting these fantastic items, and of course the one that's the hardest to get is this one here, or it was until recently anyway. We'll talk about that in a second. But this one here is a nice Kew Gardens 50p. What do they make? Well, I mean, what's it worth? Well, in theory, it's worth 50p. But of course, we know different to that because they are so collectible. When you consider that there's approximately estimated up to 1 million 50p collectors in the UK, believe it or not. And there's only 210,000 of these. That means 1 in 5 have got them in the collections. You don't very often see these anymore in your change. You'd be extremely lucky to find one. Oh, there you go. That one is a little bit warm, but it's still a nice item. And you know, as the collectors want to get hold of these more and more, then they're going to keep going up in value, in my opinion. This one has just been preceded now by another one that's even rarer, because of course the Royal Mint have jumped onto the fact that if they can keep chucking these out and keeping them rare, it keeps the collections going, it keeps the Royal Mint sales going, and of course that's what it's all about at the end of the day. But there's now a salmon one that has come out, which is 200,000, so another one to look out for. Maybe we'll cover that one off in another video. So there you are, Kew Gardens 2009. Be careful, there are copies of this around. Make sure you're buying an original copy when you do get one. Look out for it to look original. Look for the Q on the bottom there. Make sure it doesn't say copy on it. Some of the stuff that's coming over from China does state copy on them. So just be a little bit careful with these. It's extremely important that if you're going to put one in your collection, that you actually put a genuine one in. Let's have a look on eBay and see what these have been selling for recently. Okay, so as always on these auction finds videos, if you're going to use eBay as a place to go to try and get some information from, we do always recommend that you go to the left hand side of the screen and click on completed listings or sold listings, because that's going to give you a more realistic idea of what items are selling for. What you do find on places like eBay is you have a lot of people that are chancy, that will put an item like a Kew Gardens 50p on for £1,000 and so on, and just hope that somebody might click on it. And you do see the odd ones that sell at 5,000, 6,000, but you do question whether they were actually real bids or not. So looking at the screen here, you can see that the Kew Gardens 50p, genuine 2009, uncirculated, £122.23. Now that person put that on auction, so they got 20 bids, and there you go, it made £122.23. Rare Kew Gardens 50p, genuine 2009, circulated, and this, I mean, that says that that's uncirculated on above, and I would maybe disagree with that a little bit. It doesn't look uncirculated. This one here, it says circulated, did 129.75. People are going to look at the pictures, and of course they're going to bid accordingly. So obviously the better the condition, the more it's going to make. But you've got to be careful that you are buying a circulated one that's gone into general circulation rather than one that's come out of a set, because there are differences. As you can see here, you know, that's a 2019 Kew Gardens. Now a lot of people will get, because they brought them out again, a lot of people will get mixed up and then actually start bidding on ones that aren't the genuine original one, which is the 2009, of course. See there, £99 one bid. Now, we've sold several of these in Prestige Auctions over the over the previous years. And I will say to you that I'm going to put it out there now that I think this one will achieve between £160 and £200 in our auction. We always have swift bidding for these. There's always a lot of people after them. So there's my estimation for this one, £160 to £200. You could maybe get one a little bit cheaper on the internet, but you're not up close and personal seeing it. And that's what people like. So they come to the auction and look at the item, make sure you're happy with what you're bidding on. So it'd be interesting to know what you think. What do you think? Leave a message in the comments and let us know what you think this Kew Gardens 50p is going to sell for in this week's auction. And check back next week in our next episode to see what it achieved. And hopefully we'll get it somewhere about right. Hope you enjoyed this short video on the Kew Gardens 50p. This edition of Auction Finds, we do one every single week showing some of the fascinating stuff that comes into Prestige Auctions at Grimsby and having a little chat about it. If you did enjoy this content, it does help our channel out a lot if you give us a thumbs up and hit the notification bell and the subscribe button. Subscribing doesn't cost anything on YouTube, but it does let you know when we put more content out and you can get to our page a lot quicker. Thanks ever so much for watching, and we'll see you all very soon at the auction.